Hi guys, been a while since I've popped on here. Just something interesting I might share with you guys. I don't know if you're aware, but we used to have capital punishment here in Victoria, and the last person to receive that punishment was a man named Ronald Ryan. He was hung in Pentridge in 1967, I think, 1967. He was hung for shooting a prison guard during an escape attempt. Now, there's some conjecture around that, but that's not what this video is about. I'm just here to say there was a cell in Pentridge just outside where the trapdoor was for the noose and the hanging apparatus, and that was called the condemned cell, and that was where people who had capital sentence stayed until they were obviously sentence carried out, i.e. hung, executed. So, Ronald Ryan would have spent his last night in there. In the morning, walked him straight out of his cell within no more than 10 feet, put a bag over his head, put the thing on it, and the trapdoor would have dropped out. Now, I walked across that trapdoor a number of times and stood there and didn't really give it much thought at the time. I was only a young fella, but I remember probably the last time I was in jail, in Pentridge, sorry, I walked over that trapdoor and did think about shit. Not only did Ronald Ryan drop through here, but quite a few other people did prior to him. So, very sobering place to be. So very interesting staying in that cell and thinking about it was actually a big cell, and the guys that were staying in there were quite happy because it was big. And by the time I got there, it was used for the billets. Like, it was a privilege to stay, and you didn't get hung, obviously, but it was a privilege to stay in that cell because it was so big. So I stayed in the condemned cell, stood on the gallows as it was. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Just a quick one. But I've realised some of my other videos I tend to babble on, so it's short and sweet here. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to touch on or any questions you might have, guys. All right, I'm going to end it there. Come up with something a bit better and a bit more regular, okay? Very soon. Thanks, guys. Keep watching, please. Bye-bye.